Hey you guys, it's Peter. And I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available Christmas 2082. The album. Dad. Shimmy, shimmy. AF. Joy to the world. The Lord has come. Based. How are you guys doing today? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Frosty the snowman. It's like a little Christmas medley over here, you know? A little Christmas medley. It's like I have my own show. I can imagine myself, yes. A Vegas residency, like Erica Jane from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yes, I have my own Vegas residency where I'm sitting on a stool in a red crushed velvet. It has to be crushed velvet because that's like the 80s, you know? A red crushed velvet tuxedo on a stool, you know? And then I have the Rockettes behind me, kicking as high as they can. I love a good high kick. I wanted to be, when I was growing up, no true story, I wanted to be a Rockette like nobody's business. I would practice in our living room. I would just like kick and a kick and a kick. I wanted to be a Rockette so bad. No, I did. You know, I wanted to be a Rockette so bad. But, you know, some dreams never come true. I know it's sad. It is. It's sad when you wake up at 51 and you realize I'm never going to be a Rockette, you know. I'm still, I don't know, you know. But anyway, so, yeah, I kind of feel like I could have my own Christmas show, you know. My own Christmas show. So anyway, how are you guys doing today? Yeah. You are? You're doing okay? Y'all ready for the holidays? I don't think so, because y'all been complaining to me. Listen, Linda, I've had it with your complaints, okay? You want to hear a complaint? Let me tell you about a complaint, all right? Now, I have been sober for 29 years now, okay? And I woke up today. I haven't had a drink of alcohol in 29 years. I feel more hungover today than I felt 29 years ago. And I don't even drink alcohol, okay? We went last night. I had so much fun. I posted it all over my Instagram story and stuff. We went out with my brother-in-law Carlos, my brother-in-law Carlos and his wife Liliana, and then my other brother-in-law Fufu is in town with his wife Jessie. They just got married in October. Congratulations to Fufu and Jessie. Before they got married, we went out to dinner with them in San Diego. And so, I don't know if I've talked about this on here before. Maybe on my vlog I've talked about it. But Alex in college started calling his brother Juan, who's his youngest brother that just got married, he started calling him Fufu. Because there's a long story to it. I think Alex answered it on a Q&A one time. But anyway, he started calling him Fufu. All of Alex's friends call Juan Fufu, okay? Now, all the family calls Juan Tato. I did a whole video with Fufu, and it's like, how well does my brother-in-law know me or something like that. You can search it in the YouTubes and see. It's still out there. But anyway, he explains it in there. He explains the difference in all the names. So all of Alex's friends call him Fufu, and all the family calls him Tato. And then everybody else in his life calls him Juan, okay? And so before he got married, because his wife Jessie calls him Juan, we were out to dinner, and it was just the four of us. And I said, okay, Fufu, I said, after you get married, okay, you are a grown adult now. You are a grown man, okay? I'm no longer going to call you Fufu. I'm going to start calling you Juan, okay? And he goes, like, why now? And I go, I just feel like Jessie calls you Juan. All your friends out here call you Juan. I feel like I need to respect that and start calling you Juan, right? Okay. So he gets married, blah, blah, blah. It's after the wedding. It's at the reception, which was beautiful. It's like overlooking the ocean in San Diego and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like calling him Juan and whatever. And he's like, dude, you can't do this. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, you got to call me Fufu. He goes, it's so weird to hear you call me Juan. It's like when people in my life, and I get it, because people in my life will start calling me Pete. And there is like, I know it's only one letter, but there is a huge difference between Peter and Pete. Like, there's only a few people in my life that I feel like can get away with calling me Pete, right? And I will tell you what's weird about it is, like, my dad and my stepmom call me Pete. Tawny Jean calls me Pete from time to time. Her son calls me Pete. Alex calls me Pete sometimes and things like that. But that's really it. And when I was growing up, my mom thought that I would be like Peter when I was younger and like Pete when I was older, right? And so very few people call me Pete in my life. And so what's weird about it, though, is it's like, I know this is going to sound strange, but it's always like men that meet me for like the first time, and they like want to, you know, like when people like want to have that like instant, hey, we're like real good, you know, kind of thing, and they'll be like, so Pete, what is it you do for a living? And I'm like, okay, you do not know me well enough to be calling me Pete, okay? You just don't. But I have such a hard time going Peter, right? So Juan Tato is now Fufu and will forever be Fufu. In fact, I was telling his wife last night, because we were sitting down taking a break from dancing, because we danced all night long last night. It was so fun. So anyway, I was telling his wife, Jessie, I said, it's so good to see them, and his mom is so excited because all the boys are in town together this year, and this is like the first Christmas in a long time that all three of them are together. And so, I was telling Jessie last night, his wife, I said, yeah, I was like telling her the story and whatever, and she already knew about it because she was, you know, been at that dinner, and she's like, yeah, it's real weird hearing you call him Juan. I go, why? And she goes, I don't know, you just always called him Fufu. She's like, I can't hear anything else. And by the way, it's F-U, F-U. I know, get fucked, right? And so, just, if you know, you know, right? So anyway, it's F-U, F-U, because people always spell it like P-H-O-O, P-H-O-O, like in the comment sections, they'll say like, Merry Christmas to Jessie and Fufu, and it's like, and I'm like, it's F-U, F-U, I don't know why, okay? There's no rhyme or reason behind it, that's just what it always has been, that's what it is in my phone and things like that. So anyway, we went to this Venezuelan band last night. I don't know who they were. I have no idea who they are. All I know is that there was like 27 people in this band that were all on stage at the same time, and they kept on doing this dance like this. And so my sister-in-law Liliana today in this group text that we're in, she thought it was going to be real funny because I kept on doing this dance because I thought it was real funny. And so they're all in this group text, and she posted this TikTok, okay? This guy, and he's listening to this music, and he's doing this kind of thing, and she said in the text, she goes, hold on a second, what did she say? She goes, this is Peter yesterday night, and now they're all laughing their asses off at me, because I think it was real funny. But no, I danced, we stayed out till it closed last night. I mean, we could not get my brother and sister-in-law, Carlos and Liliana, we could not get them out of this bar, okay? We had such a good time last night. It was so much fun. They had a great DJ that played, like, all the songs that my husband knows and, like, he grew up to and stuff like that. It was just really, really fun. So, got home last night, and I was like, well, I still have to watch my shows. I thought I was going to watch Vanderpump Rules, but I had RuPaul's Drag Race Canada to catch up on, and then I had, Southern Hospitality, and I had to watch it to find out what happened at Grace Lily's birthday party. I had to find out what happened at Grace Lily's birthday party. Actually, you know, it was really interesting because I had this thought last night about reality TV. I know this is going to be kind of missed on a lot of people, but because people that don't watch reality TV, like, we think in weird ways, right, about the entire world. And so I was thinking last night because last season, Grace Lily had this birthday party. She does these outrageous birthday parties. Like last year, I think it was Alice in Wonderland, and this year it was like fairy princesses or something like that. Like they were so bent out of shape that two of them came as Cinderella. I'm like, seriously? Okay, I think they're like in Pretty Woman. Okay, there's more things to get worried about than Cinderella. Okay, let's just keep it real. So anyway, I wanted to watch those shows last night. And then I was going to watch Vanderpump Rules, but by that point, it was, I mean, we didn't even get home till like 3:30. It was so late, and I was like, no, I have to go to bed because I got a lot of things to do today. And by a lot of things, I meant making this. This is the Christmas rant video, okay? Because I cannot stand Christmas. I'm real over Christmas, all right? So I got lots of shit to talk about, but I want to say a couple things first, right? Is that, so tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then the next day is Christmas Day. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas Eve to you today. If you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, congratulations to you if you don't celebrate the holidays. If you're alone, I'm sorry that you're alone this year. Take care of yourself. Do something fun for yourself this year for Christmas. I am doing, my plan was to pre-film videos for most of my channels for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but that is not going to happen because I filmed yesterday like 7 or 8 videos, and I was like, I can't continue to film all these videos. I just can't. I was like losing my voice and stuff like that. So I was like, I can't continue to do this, right? So I pre-filmed a video for this channel for tomorrow. It's a huge announcement that I'm making. That video will be going up tomorrow afternoon. Other than that, I will not be posting on my channels on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm just going to enjoy the time with my family and be present. And before I get into this rant video, I just want to say, you caught me in a lie. I love Christmas. It's not that I can't stand Christmas, it's that you can't stand Christmas, okay? I'm not crying, you're crying, okay? We're going to talk about your complaints here in just a second, all right? I love Christmas, and I've said this for a long time. Forever, Halloween is my favorite holiday, and Christmas Eve is a close second. And I'll explain a little bit about that in my huge announcement tomorrow. So go check that video out. I'm posting it early enough in the day. It's already scheduled and ready to go. I'm posting it early enough in the day so that people can watch it like while they're getting ready for Christmas Eve and things like that. So yeah, I love Christmas. I always have, ever since I was a little kid. You know, we were talking about that at dinner the other night. We went to a couple's dinner, and it was just like another couple and us, and we were talking about it, and our friend, she goes, I just feel like there's like this, you know, magical spirit at Christmas and things like that, and she's a person of very strong faith and whatever, and so we were talking about that versus, she's like, no, I just feel like, you know, all of it, there's like this like magical spirit at Christmas time that, you know, can happen. And I know that people get very lonely and hopeless at Christmas, and they're very, you know, like a lot of people get very, very bitter at Christmas. I address that in my video tomorrow, so please watch that video. But I wanted to do something fun today, okay? I wanted to do something fun for Christmas, so I thought, why not do a Christmas rant of your rants, okay? Because I ain't ranting, because I love Christmas. Now, there are some things that drive me crazy, but I will say this, okay? The older that I get, and I have everything in the world that I could possibly want. There's no gifts I need. You know, and when, you know, now my mom has passed away. It's been a long time since she's been passed away, 15 years. My aunt and uncle are gone. A lot of friends of mine have passed, you know, things like that. My two sponsors in the past have both passed away in the last year and a half. And so I've lost a lot of people. And as your world gets smaller and smaller, you really appreciate just the time that you get to spend with people. And when I was younger, like in my 20s and 30s, although I have a friend of mine that I talked to today, she's like, I have had it, these kids are crying, they're screaming, they're yelling, she's like, I'm just trying to make Christmas cookies, all this kind of stuff, right? She had me laughing so hard. But when I was like in my 20s and my early 30s, like I can remember like having to go to holidays and be like, oh my God, like I really don't want to go to this holiday and stuff, which is so weird because when I got out of treatment, I can remember in treatment just realizing that Christmas is just any other day, right? Like, and I don't mean that to be insensitive or anything like that, but in reality, it was just another day in treatment for me, you know? And what I realized is what you do with it or what you put into it and the meaning that you apply to it is what you're going to get out of Christmas. And, you know, it still took me years to realize that. I can remember, like, having to go to holidays and be like, oh my God, even though I didn't get invited to my last Christmas because of my use, which I talked about recently on this video over here for my sobriety birthday. But I can remember, like, not that immediate year after, but, you know, fell right back into that pattern of being like, oh, God, I don't want to have to do Christmas, and it's going to be so long, blah, 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 complaining about it, right? Like, today, I'm so grateful that I have family that I get to spend time with, and that they want to spend time with me, and I just love to be present in that moment, and just, you know, and sit on the couch and talk to my cousin Caroline and her family, or tonight we're going over this huge party at my mother-in-law's house. It's my cousin's coming over there, it's all the family on my husband's side. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, you know, the older I get and the more people I've lost in my life and my world gets smaller, I appreciate holidays more because holidays are times to get together. And if you can't, because there's been holidays that Alex and I, like his family's been traveling and stuff like that, and Caroline's been out of town, that we pretty much spent alone. I think there's one like that and like another one where most of his family was gone and stuff like that. You know, it's like, there are things you can do, like you can binge watch some movie series you've wanted to watch or a TV show or whatever, you know, order your favorite kind of food and enjoy your day. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you can just enjoy your day however you want to, you know. And so I'm very appreciative of the holidays at this time, you know, now at this point in my life because they mean so much more to me. I wish I had gotten that earlier in life. You know, people all the time reach out to me and they're like, you know, what's something that you wish that you had known younger? I wish I would have been appreciative of those moments that I got to spend with family instead of like rushing through with it and being like, I can't wait till this is over, you know? If you have a family member that you hate or you can't stand, you do not have to sit next to Aunt Susie at dinner, okay? Just move the nameplate or go sit somewhere else and be like, I'm not gonna have listen, Linda, and no political conversations at Christmas. It's not necessary, okay? And that's what you say to somebody when they want to bring it up. You go, no political conversations at Christmas, okay? You say, this is about Santa. This is about the baby Jesus. We ain't talking about politics today at Christmas dinner. I know, but what I want you to... No, we're not talking about politics, okay? We're not doing that today. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about that. Listen, okay? It's Christmas. We're going to enjoy our family today, and then tomorrow, if you want to call me on the phone, we can have that conversation. We can. Then if you want to have it, you can have it. If you don't, then you can just hang up the phone and say, I don't want to talk to you about this stuff. I don't care about your opinion, okay? Your opinion means nothing to me, right? People are too afraid to say that. I'll say that to somebody. I look at somebody. People get it real quick with me, okay? When they start talking to me and just spewing ignorance, and I'm just like looking at them. And they'll say, like, within, like, the first 2 minutes, they'll go, like, you don't agree. And I'm like, no, and I don't really want to have this conversation with you because it's not going to end well. That's what I always say. Okay, so should we get to these Christmas rants at 15 minutes? Oh, my Lanta, I'm so excited. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, this is the other thing I wanted to say. I do Q&As quite often over here. I just did one the other day, right? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I do Q&As quite often over here, okay? I put up on Instagram something like, I'm going to do a Christmas rant, what are your Christmas complaints, or something like that, okay? I probably got 4, 5, 6 times as many responses on what are your complaints for Christmas versus questions to ask me. Okay, now I know I've done 9 million Q&A, so the people have probably ran out of questions at this point. But the reality is it's very telling to me that y'all can complain this much about Christmas, okay? But now I will say I agree with some of your complaints. So let's get into these complaints, shall we? First of all, okay, listen, Linda, I was going to do the drama phone today, but Jane and Vivian are not doing well, okay? Listen, they just aren't. Jane and Vivian are not doing well. Okay, Dawn's left, okay? And so, it's just not good, okay? Dawn's with his lady friend, and Vivian's not doing well. They had to cancel the Women's League Christmas party, okay? There was no tuna tetrazzini, there was no pineapple upside down cake. Okay, there was no Christmas dancing, there was no exchange of a Secret Santa. It's not been good this year, I'm just going to tell you that, okay? Vivian's very upset, okay? Now, next week, Dawn's moving back home. He's doing a week at her house and a week at his lady friend's house, okay? But she's very upset about it, right? So, and one of her grandbabies is now TikTok famous, so they moved to LA after they got one viral video, and so the whole family's out there, okay, for Christmas visiting their grandbaby that got one viral video on TikTok. She done quit her job, quit college, and moved to LA to be an influencer. So now Vivi don't have nobody to spend Christmas with because her husband's with his lady friend, and her grandbaby is a world famous TikToker off of one viral video. So it's not a good Christmas for Vivian, so I ain't doing the drama film this year for Christmas. How do I come up with this shit off the fly? I have no idea. Okay, so let's get into these complaints. Okay, so, okay, this is from Creason. Creason said, Caroline, don't waste my time with that, please. I can listen to the songs on Spotify. I know. How dare they? How dare they, out of the kindness of their hearts, walk down the street with candles and sing to us like we're in a Christmas Carol in a Dickens novel, okay, in 1746 or whatever. How dare they try to spread joy in the neighborhood? Oh my God, I could just sit inside in my house where I sit 23 hours a day, and I could just put on the Yule log video and not make an actual fire, and I could, sit there and just listen to all these songs on Spotify. I don't need carolers. I wish I had carolers. That's what I have to say to you, Creason. He's so funny. Listen, okay? Now I'm pissed because our HOA, they were going to do, okay, it's my neighbor. She's in charge of the recreational group or whatever it's called. I can't remember. Friends of Fellowship or something like that. We were going to do all these things, okay? And the HOA board had to vote on it. And one of the things that we were going to do was we were going to all do, you know, here we go, a caroling. And I thought it was going to be real fun, okay? You know, we were all going to wear matching sweaters and stuff like that. We were going to carry those little fake candles. And we were going to go down the street and we were going to carol from condo to condo. I thought it would be real fun, okay? The HOA board said no to that. They said it's too expensive. Too expensive for what? To buy the fake candles? So they said, no, it's too expensive. So we couldn't carol this year. I was so pissed. I was like, listen, Linda, when I become HOA president, we're caroling. Not just on Christmas, but every single day, okay? I like the caroling. I don't actually see anybody ever carol, okay? Except I watched that movie Single All the Way about the gays at Christmas time and Jennifer Coolidge is in there and stuff like that. I love that movie. It was so good. There's some carolers in that movie, I think. You know, Christmas Carol. Isn't that his mom's name? Okay. So, anyway. Oh, here, Creason left another one. buying gifts for the sake of buying gifts instead of it being something meaningful. Who is that TikToker? She is hilarious, okay? I don't remember what her name is, but and I won't be able to find her if I look her up. But she's the one that always has her hair back in a ponytail. She's real dry humor and real funny, but she also sings. She sang this song with this guy that, like, his song got famous off of TikTok, and then I ended up buying the song on, I can't remember what it was, though, but I love him. But I really like her. She always wears, like, a sweatshirt, and she does these, like, her TikToks, if I could, I'm trying to, like, imitate it a little bit, but she's like, so, I went to this Christmas party. Okay, she told a story about she had a crush on this guy and she was kind of dating this guy, but then she had a crush on this guy that was working at a workplace, and then she invited them both to her birthday party, and she didn't think either one of them would show up, and then they both showed up. Do you know what I'm talking about? I love this girl. I think she's hilarious. Well, she did this Christmas thing, right? And she's like, instead of buying Christmas, and I was like, oh, this is a good idea. I completely agree with this. She was like, instead of buying Christmas presents for everybody else, what if we just bought our own Christmas present? There would be no price limit on it. You didn't have to act surprised or have some thing or be disappointed when you got it because you knew what you were getting. You just wrap it up on Christmas morning, put it up the tree. Then we would all sit in a circle and you'd open your own Christmas present and you would present your Christmas present. I was living for this. I was like, oh my God, that is so fantastic, right? She's like, there's no price limit. You can spend as much as or as little as you want on it and all this kind of stuff. She's like, you don't have to act like you're surprised. I was like, this is literally genius. I loved it. I know, people get so bitter about the buying of the Christmas presents and stuff like that and whatever. Okay, this is what kills me, right? So is when, like, okay, so this year is like a real good year for us because Alex's family, of which I think there's like 34 people in the family or something like that, we usually have to buy a present for everybody. But this year we did it different. We just pulled names and like a Secret Santa, and then there was like a limit, and then you just like bought that person one gift. So it's one person, one gift. That's all we have to do this year, right? So it kind of takes away from the whole gift thing, and I got real excited about who I got because I had already been buying for them anyway, and so I got real excited about it. So anyway, but you know, like, this is what kills me, right? Is like, when I'll go shopping with, like, one of my friends to, like, the Walmart or something like that, and they'll be like, okay, I gotta get Uncle Tony something. Do you think that he'd like this fuzzy blanket that smells like orange slices? I mean, it's on sale for $19.99. Okay, I'll get him that. Well, what about this set of... what was that stuff my grandma used to love? My grandma loved the perfume, the perfume Charlie. I would always get her a big bottle of Charlie every year. But what was the one, the body splash that it came in the big bottle? Why can't I remember that? It started with an F. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I want to say Fabergé, but that's not what it was. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Ginate! Ginate! Okay, that's what it was. I'd always want to get my mom some of that Ginate. I don't think she ever wore it. It came in that big yellow plastic, but with like the fake wood thing on the end of it, you know? But like, you know, when people are like, okay, I'm going to buy this bath set. Listen, okay? Don't buy me something that I'm going to bring home and I'm going to feel bad to throw in the trash because I can't re-gift it because nobody really wants this gift set, okay, of a scent that I would never wear, nobody would ever want. But it was $9.99 on sale and you felt obligated to get me something, so you gave me this gift, okay? So now I've got 4 of these gift sets sitting on my kitchen counter because people felt obligated to buy me a gift. And now I've got this shit on my Christmas or kitchen counter, which I don't feel like I can throw away because it was a gift and I feel bad and I can't re-gift because there's no one to give it to, okay, that would want it. By the way, it was a Christmas sale, so I can't take it back either, right? So let's just knock out the middleman, okay? Don't buy me a gift. Don't feel obligated to buy me a gift. Write me a real nice card, okay? And say in the card, Peter, I have loved your friendship, or thank you so much for being part of the family, or whatever. Put a real nice sentiment in there, okay? You can even put in there, I was not going to buy you the gift set of Ginate, okay, with gift with purchase, because I knew you wouldn't use it, and I really didn't know what to get you for the $5 gift limit. Okay, like that, let's just keep it real, okay? Only buy somebody a gift if you really want to buy them a gift. Okay, let's not do this. I have friends of mine, like I was saying to my cousin Caroline the other day, I was like, with all her good girlfriends she has, I go, do you guys exchange Christmas presents? She's like, never. And I was like, yeah, it just becomes too much at some point where you feel like you have to buy for this person, that person, this person. Let's just be real, okay? Christmas is for kids. If you're going to buy things for people, buy it for kids. And your husband, okay? So you can get a little, yeah. But anyway, okay. I did this whole review video yesterday. Whole review video, right? That I was pre-filming for today. And I had bought these couples advent calendars. I did not know what I was getting into, okay? So I get like halfway through this video. And I'm like reading these things. This one advent calendar, which is called like the advent calendar for couples. It's like you open each day and there's 3 options. And you have to pick one of them, okay? And one of them is like, hey, go to, you know, I'm just making this up. Go to a thrift store and pick out, you know, vintage Christmas decorations and decorate your house with it. Option number 2 is like, come up with your own recipe for dinner and throw in secret ingredients, and then you and your partner name it something different, all right? And number 3 is like, tie him up in a bed, hog tie him, and I'm like, oh my Lord. Like, there's always like one that's like way out there, right? Like real sexy time kind of stuff. I got like halfway through this. I was like, I cannot throw this video up. Okay, this video is like XXX rated. I cannot, like, I'm reading these things and I was like, oh my Lord, I cannot. And then I was like, well, you do Adam and Eve sponsorship, so I guess what's the difference? But anyway, okay. Let's get into these, some more of these, okay. Oh, this is from my good Judy Mel. What'd she say? People that constantly ask if you're ready for Xmas. No, January, I'm not even ready for, no, Jan, she said, I'm not even ready for today. Oh, Mel, I love you. My dad, okay, who grew up, like, in a very religious family. I mean, not, like, hyper-religious, like, evangelical Christian or something. He grew up Lutheran. And so, my dad would always say, my dad has very sarcastic, like, humor. And my dad would always say, like, Christmas Eve, I guarantee you tomorrow, as soon as I wake up, I will get a text message from my dad, and this is what it will say. Let's put the X back in it. Let's put the X back in Xmas. He always says that. My dad is he just thinks that Christmas is a Hallmark holiday. He could care less about Christmas. The other thing about this is when people ask if you're ready for Christmas, this always killed me, right? Like, when, like, people say, okay, are we ready to do Christmas? Like, what that means is, are we ready to open presents? But we don't say, are you ready to open presents? Ready for Christmas means, do we have all of our new Christmas pajamas on? And is the coffee ready? And do we have our sweet roll? And now we can open presents, okay? And tear them open in 5 minutes. All these presents, okay? That we spent months saving money for so that we could buy all these damn presents. And then we pissed off because you had to go to Walmart and buy a $3 bag, okay, to put this coffee maker in for Aunt Susie, okay, that she goes and she opens it and she goes, oh, thank you, and then she puts it to the side. And that cost you 6 months of saving money and a bag at Walmart just to buy Aunt Susie something. See, this is where the gift giving gets out of control, right? I think we just do a Christmas where there's no gift giving. Okay. I have so many of these, I don't even, okay. Hate when people get upset when you wish them Merry Xmas. They promptly tell you it's Happy Holidays. My cousin was real good about that the other day when we were going around for Cousin Fun Day. I kept on telling everybody Merry Christmas, you know. And some people would be like, Merry Christmas. And other people would be like, you know. And so, you know, I try to be respectful of all religions and things like that. And people that don't choose to celebrate holidays. And, hey, how are you doing? Merry Christmas. Oh, I mean Happy Holidays. Both. Happy New Year.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, I tried. So anyway, but my cousin, she was so good about it. She was like, Happy Holidays to all these people. I'm going to just start saying to fools, Happy Winter Solstice. Because then they'll just shock them. They'll be like, what are you talking about? Happy Winter Solstice. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to act like I'm all witchy-poo and be like, Happy Winter Solstice. Oh, I know, I just pissed off about 10 Wiccans out there. Listen, Winter Solstice is for all of us, okay? Not all of you that just live in that commune out in the garden. I watched that documentary, okay? Listen, Winter Solstice ain't just for y'all out there, okay? And that cult out there. Okay. Christmas parking, hate when you're waiting patiently for what spot and an ass hat whips in and takes it from you. Like Fried Green Tomatoes. Do you remember that movie back? Was that the movie where she pulls in there and then she takes that woman's car out? Was that movie, Fried Green Tomatoes? I don't think it was that movie. It was Kathy Bates, whoever, when she did that. But, well, there's worse things in life, right? Than having to walk an extra mile in a parking lot to maybe work off some of them Christmas cookies that we've been eating. Okay. Here's another one. Everyone constantly asking if you are ready for Christmas. How crowded the grocery store is. You know what's so weird is? So we had to go to the phone store today. It was dead. I couldn't believe it. My cousin Caroline and I went to Costco the other day. It was dead. Every place that we've been going is dead. Did everybody finally this year, because I love to go last minute Christmas shopping, except for this year, I don't have to do it because I got everybody bought, right? But I love to go last minute Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, you know? Like, so, like in the Christmas Carol and all those people are like the hustle and bustle of Christmas Eve, but also in one of my favorite movies called The Box of Delights, the main character, he like goes to this like country home out in England, and he tells his guardian, he goes, can you take me into town because I got to buy presents for those damn Jones kids, is what he says. He's like 12. So anyway, those damn Jones kids, and he's like 12. This is going to stop. Hold on a second. So anyway, but I love to go last minute shopping on Christmas Eve. But can I tell you who is out on Christmas Eve? It's not people like me that have literally waited till the very last minute to Christmas shop. It's people that are like, oh, well, I bought Aunt Susie a soap on a rope and one of those clappers to start your things, a Chia Pet from CVS, but I'm thinking she might like a 24-ounce bottle of Ginate. We should probably go out and get that. Do you think? By the way, if you didn't see my Santa Claus rant here earlier in the year, you moms are effed, okay? You are effed tomorrow. You know why? Santa Claus ain't coming for a year. He's not. You can't use that no more. You can't say pick up them toys. Santa Claus is coming. I'm going to call Santa Claus. No, I'm call. Judy. 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 Judy's driving me crazy. No. He's sitting here. 4 bins. He's got 4 bins of toys out here. Get that. Start picking up those toys or I'm going to call Santa Claus. I cannot do this again. 4 bins, Judy. Pick up those toys. You know Grandma's going to be here right in just about an hour, and I don't even want Grandma to come visit, okay? You know Grandma and I don't get along very well. So it comes at Christmas time. Oh, Judy. Dawn's mom's coming to visit. Oh, she's gluten-free this year. So I had to go out and buy all gluten-free snacks. She asked me for gluten-free popcorn, gluten-free cookies. I said start picking up those toys or I'm calling Santa Claus. He ain't gonna bring you no toys tomorrow. She's got the gluten-free. She's got the gluten-free. Yeah, Oh, Judy, she's got so many issues. I feel so bad for her, but I mean, you know, everything was so expensive when I went to the store. She had to have gluten-free coffee. Well, I guess there's gluten-free all kinds of coffee beans now and things. I don't even know, but I had to buy it all. It was double. Pick up the toys from Santa Claus right now. I know, you know, and we just don't get along very well. And she always brings up this girlfriend of his from high school. You know, she starts getting into the box of wine, and then she brings up this girlfriend of his that he had from high school, and that Charlene, yeah, Charlene, and how she wishes. I said, pick up, you down here, you brought up a 5th bucket of toys? Yeah, she always brings up Charlene, Yeah, Shasta and Misty, too. She always brings up those two and says what great girlfriends they were, and she wishes that he had married her. That's what, you know, after a couple glasses of that box wine. Yeah. 9 days. She's staying with us for 9 days. Well, I mean, she's not staying in the house because she drives her RV here from Idaho. And so then she parks the RV in the driveway and then she plugs it into her house. She only comes in here and takes showers and stuff like that. Do not pick up a 6 bucket of toys or I'm calling Santa Claus. I'm serious. Talking to Mrs. Santa Claus right now on the phone. Judy. Judy, I gotta get off the phone. He just got into Grandma's Ginate. That's why I think of Christmas. People ask me all the time, you guys will make such great dads. Why don't y'all have kids? That's why. Right there. That's why y'all can't stand Christmas, and Christmas is for kids. Right there, all day long. Let's see what somebody else says. The fact that Christmas decorations are all out before Halloween, and it's all gone by the time I shop for it. Well, what kills me is that the people that hate Christmas and Valentine's Day love Halloween. Now, I love all 3 of them. I love any holiday. I love any reason to celebrate life, okay? But the people that hate Christmas are the same people that celebrate or that the same people that hate Christmas are the same people that hate Valentine's Day. They're the people, when I say this, I'm going to get so much shit, okay? But it's the truth, okay? I'm sorry, right? The people that hate Valentine's Day are either A, single, and you're pissed because you don't have nobody for Valentine's Day. Okay, so you say Valentine's is stupid. You shouldn't need a day to celebrate love, right? Okay, I've been there. I've been bitter, Susan, and I've been single on Valentine's Day. Get some of your girlfriends, go out, party it up, okay? Find some cute guy and do it. I don't know what to tell you, okay? But listen, don't be hating on Valentine's Day just because you ain't got nobody, okay? I feel for you. I've been single during Valentine's Day. It sucks, right? And the other group of people that hate Valentine's Day, and they want to say, oh, Valentine's Day, it's always people that are in bitter-ass relationships, okay? That you all know that you're headed till the end. I've been there too. I've talked about marriage counseling. We were headed for divorce, okay? I don't think that was the year that I loved Valentine's Day. True story, okay? But what these people always say is, you don't need a day to celebrate your love. We love each other all year long. We don't need a day to celebrate it. Girl, I don't know if you got a keen mirror on that relationship, but you ain't loving each other a whole lot any day of the week, let alone all year long. You might need a day to remind each other why you are together, okay? Now I'm starting to figure out why they're putting Valentine's decorations up in the stores, okay, before Christmas. So y'all can fall in love with each other and be reminded of that before you got to go spend holidays with each other at Christmas, okay? Lord, just do it, okay? Just do it. Sexy time can solve a lot of problems. Anyway. Alright, let's get another one. Everyone forgets how to drive during Christmas. Okay, some people are getting real serious in these. Decorations and music start way too early. I love it. Day after Halloween's when Christmas starts. Don't even start with me, okay? You bitter buddies out there. When do you want to put it up, okay? Let me tell you a story. One year, my husband and I, we hadn't even had a Christmas tree up till like a week or two before Christmas. I think it was a week before Christmas. And I go, we gotta still put up this tree. This is when we had a big tree, right? And Alex looked at me, he goes, I mean, babe, we're not gonna even be home Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. He was like, do you really care if we put up a Christmas tree? I was like, no Christmas tree for Christmas. He goes, it's going to literally be up for like 6 days and then we're going to take it down after Christmas. And I go, no Christmas tree. We didn't put up a Christmas tree and you know what? I didn't care. But anyway, I mean, I was like, after Christmas, I was like, that was kind of nice. We don't have to take all that shit down and all that kind of stuff. Then one Christmas, my mom and I, we were at, you talk about the winter of our discontent. We were so sad and lonely that year. I don't know. I was about 8. My mom was divorced. So, but anyway, sad and not dating nobody and active alcoholism. It was sad Christmas, okay? It was literally, you were talking about Dickens' novel. It was a Dickens novel. And so we kept this Christmas tree up because I never wanted Christmas to end, okay? Because I was like, listen, you talk about calling Santa Claus. I was wanting to call Santa Claus, okay, on the 1-800 number every single day. Because that was like the only person in my life that understood me was Santa Claus, okay? And so we kept that tree up. We kept it up so long that year that my mom was like, I think, because we had red lights on it that year, because I wanted red lights on the Christmas tree. My mom goes, I think we should just cut out some hearts and put it on here and make it a Valentine's Day. True story that we did. But anyway, we didn't. True story, she did say that. Okay. Somebody said, okay, this is where they're talking about the politics of family members and having to act like a whole different person when you're at Christmas. No, you don't. You look at that person, you say, okay, it's Christmas. I do not want to have this conversation with you. And that doesn't even have to be about politics. If somebody brings up a book you don't want to talk about or a movie, or listen, if somebody wants to bring up some family member that y'all don't get along with, say, this is Christmas. I don't want to talk about that person right now. Listen, we ain't doing this. Y'all know I'm the gossip of the family, don't you? You know I am, right? I was telling my sister-in-law, Jessie, last night, we were talking about some stuff, and I said, I was just filling her in, you know, a little bit on how to navigate the family and the cousins and all this kind of stuff. Because some of the cousins were at this concert last night. And I was kind of filling her in on how to navigate all this kind of stuff, you know. And she got laughing. We were like sitting in the back on this like couch and she got laughing. And I go, girl, I feel so bad. You probably think that I'm the family gossip. And she goes, you are the family gossip. I go, I know. I know, I don't care, I own it all day long. But you know, like with my cousin Caroline, she'll gossip with me all day long. And then, well, we won't even get into that. Because I don't want to shade my new sister-in-law because I love her too much. She's like my new sister I never had. I got 2 sisters now, Liliana and Jessie. I love them so much. Okay. Somebody said spending hours wrapping gifts, Christmas gifts, love your videos. Just get on Amazon, buy them bags. You can buy them in 3 different sizes, a bundle of them for about $9.99. Save yourself a whole ass of trouble, okay? I don't even, listen, I used to back in the day stuff it with 400 pieces of tissue paper. Just put 1 tissue paper over on top of it. It's done. Nobody cares anyway. Nobody cares. Don't be spending hours wrapping presents. It doesn't matter. They don't care about the wrapping. They care about the present. Most of them don't even care about the present, if you want to know the truth. School dress-up days before they let out for Christmas. Is that a thing? I didn't even know that. Are we allowed... Do they have Christmas parties anymore and all that kind of stuff? They ruled that out. Because you can't have no Christmas parties or Halloween parties or none of that stuff. You guys, you have literally ruined, okay? Kids are still being bullied in schools, and we got, like, active shooter drills and stuff, but God forbid we have a Valentine's Day party with Valentines and cupcakes, okay? God forbid we let our kids live in a nice world for a little bit, and we read them, I don't know, some Valentine's Day story or do something about Santa Claus or something, because we're always fucking offending somebody. God forbid we wear a red turtleneck with a green sweater the day before Christmas and have a Christmas party because we're offending somebody. Listen, we can, you know, celebrate all the holidays. We could have a holiday party on the day before Christmas or a holiday break and celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas and everything in between. Winter solstice too, okay? We can celebrate it all. We can be all inclusive. We don't have to be all offensive. But people, listen, get so bent out of shape about that. We can't have nothing. I asked my nephew, I said, y'all still have Halloween parties? And he goes, no, we're not allowed to anymore. I go, why not? And he goes, well, some people don't think it's nice to celebrate Halloween. Who doesn't think it's nice to celebrate Halloween? Oh, do you know what Halloween really stands for? No, I don't. I don't, and I don't care to. Don't ruin Halloween for me, okay? Halloween, my friend sent me this card years ago. I'll never forget it. It said, Happy Halloweener. Halloween is for scary movies, okay, and dressing up, and eating candy, and chili dinners, okay? And if you want to make it into something that it's not, then that's on you, not me, okay? Listen, people want to take away all this crap from kids. And then we got to go trick-or-treating 4 days before Halloween so the kids can't have... Give the kids a day off for Halloween so they can go trick-or-treating. You know? I mean, listen... They can't go in their neighborhoods anymore because it's too dangerous. They can only have healthy snacks and toothbrushes. And where do they go trick-or-treating? Around 10 cars in the trunks in a church parking lot. Okay? How fun is that anyway? Give them damn kids a day off from school and let them celebrate Halloween. At least let them watch Charlie Brown's Halloween or whatever, that Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown or whatever. Let them have a day off. Why is fall break in September instead of October? Let them go to a haunted house. Let them do something for fun, okay? Y'all won't give them Halloween parades around the school where they get to dress up in Halloween costumes because that's offensive to somebody. I don't know. What are y'all afraid of? That 6-year-old Johnny's going to show up in a Donald Trump costume or something like that? You know, or a Kamala Harris costume. And what are y'all worried about? Okay, they're going to be so... I mean, let kids be kids. Let them enjoy it, you know? Makes me so sad. Somebody said all the dang baking. My friend Nikki, I think she has been baking Christmas cookies for 22 days straight now, okay? She's been watching Christmas movies. She is so in love with Christmas. And she sent me these 3 dresses she was so excited about. And I was like, ooh, girl, you need to get this dress. So she bought this dress and she sent me a picture of it. Should I show it to you? I'm going to call out Miss Nikki right now. She watches every single one of my videos. I love her so much. She's going to be so pissed when I show this picture. Hold on a second. It's this green dress. I live for it. Oh, here it is. Girl! Miss Nikki thinks she's fancy, girl. Hey, girl. She's like, I am so excited. Look at her. Booty body, girl. You look hot in that dress. She is so excited. Nobody in her family, I think maybe her mom watches my videos sometimes. But she is so excited about this dress, and she looks so good in that dress. So, all right, Nikki. You go in that dress. All right, let's get to a couple more of these questions because I have 400 of them. Maybe I'll do a day after Christmas rant too because I got so many of these. Eggnog only being seasonal, wanted all year. I'll tell you what my rant is about this, okay? I love eggnog. I have loved eggnog since I can remember, since I was a little kid. My mom always get the cartons of eggnog. Whenever I say in a video that I like eggnog, it's like when I say like I like apple cider. Like, I don't know if this is, like, a U.S. thing and people in other countries don't understand because, like, maybe the terminology is different in other countries or whatever. But I always get comments from people, and people are like, Peter, you drink eggnog? Like, I thought you were sober. And I'm like, it's basically sour milk with nutmeg is what it is, okay? No, I don't drink alcoholic or eggnog. There's cartons you can buy at the grocery store that have no alcohol in it. Whenever I say I'm drinking apple cider, people are like, Peter... cider has alcohol in it. It's alcohol. And I'm like, it's literally apple juice, okay, with some spices in it. It's not alcohol, okay? Yes, there's hard cider. Yes, there's apple cider that has liquor in it. I'm talking about the apple cider, okay, that you get in a jug at the grocery store, okay? People always get bent so out of shape about it. But I'll tell you this about eggnog. Back in the day, I could drink it, you know, by the boatloads when I was watching Christmas movies every single day when I was a little kid and stuff like that. And peppermint ice cream, too. I could eat it. I can't do it no more. I might have me one glass of eggnog, like on Christmas Eve or something like that, and then after, I'm a little bit over it at that point. It's too much. People willing to get in fist fights over mall parking during the... Is the mall parking really that bad this year? Oh, my God. People are going... Christmas songs being overplayed. Listen... Every year, I always have a Christmas song, okay, that I, like, just die for every year. For one year it was the Bare Naked, Sarah McLachlan and the Bare Naked Ladies, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. I love that song so much. That was years and years and years ago. This year, because I watched Jingle All the Way, and they played that Britney Spears song, Santa, Can You Hear Me? I have been so good this year. Do you remember that? And they do the little dance routine to it. It's real cute. But, okay, my new favorite song... Well, I mean, it's my new favorite old song. I've known about it for years. It's Silent Night by the Temptations. Oh, my God. I bought the soundtrack for the movie The Holdovers, okay? And it's all, like, Christmas music, as it takes place at Christmas time. And they have all this, like, Motown music on there and stuff. It's fantastic. And my mother loved all this music. And I was like, oh, my God, I have not heard The Temptations, Silent Night. And I've literally played it on repeat for the last week. I love it so much. Somebody said Mariah Carey's song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Love her, but can't... What do you mean you can't stand that song, girl? I mean, that song literally is... That's like saying, I love Mariah Carey, but I don't like Emotions. What? How can you not like Mariah... How can you love Mariah Carey, but not like her most famous Christmas song ever to life, okay? Don't even come over here and talk to me about auto-tune and how bad her performance was on New Year's Eve either. I don't... What's my thumbnail? I'm calling Santa Claus if you come from Mariah Carey on my channel. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not happening on my channel that you're coming from Mariah Carey, okay? I'm calling Santa Claus. You ain't getting no gifts this year. You've been a bad girl. Bad girl coming from Mariah Carey. What is this? Random carol singers coming to sing to you unannounced. What do you think Christmas caroling is? Do you think they send you an email 2 days ahead and say, hey, we're going to be there at 7:10, just wanted to let you know? I don't know why that comment cracks me up so much. Everybody's got to be on such a schedule these days. Going to 55 houses a day at Christmas, I will tell you, that's a little bit much for me. I will. Like Thanksgiving, I had to go to 2 houses and it kind of put me over the edge. But I try to be present and appreciate all of it and things like that. So we don't do that. So Christmas Eve is Alex's family, because that's kind of the Venezuelan tradition, or his family's tradition. And then Christmas Day, we go to Caroline's house. So it's real easy. The Paul McCartney Wonderful Christmas Time. I can't stand that song either. And they just put like a puke face. I can't stand it. The commercialization. Well, listen. Her name is from Poltergeist, by the way. I mean, I feel like since I was a kid, people were talking about Christmas is so commercial. We know it is. Duh. There's 400 Netflix movies about Christmas. Okay, bougie gift wrapping. I'll tell you, my mother and my aunt used to work at Block's, which was a department store here in Indianapolis during the holidays at like college, when they were in college for like extra money, and in the summers and stuff like that too. They could wrap a present like nobody's business with like a fancy bow and all that kind of stuff. I throw it in a bag. You're lucky if you... It might not even be a Christmas bag. It might be a... I don't know. It might be a birthday bag or a wedding bag. It's whatever bag we got left. You're lucky you're getting a present. That's what I think, okay? People out in public coughing and sneezing on people passing their germs along. What I can't stand is, could you cover your mouth, okay? Could you cover your mouth, especially like at dinner tables at Christmas, when people want to be coughing and sneezing? Cover your mouth, okay? There's no reason for all of that. People, what are you doing? Coughing out there across people's food and things like that. And then wondering why on the next day, 22 people at Christmas, they were all at the same Christmas, all wake up sick the next day. No, Don't be coughing on people's food. And here's another thing, too, right, that pisses me off. If you are sick on Christmas, I know you are pissed, okay, that you are sick and that you are missing Christmas. Christmas with a T at the end. The greatest Christmas present that you can give your family that you love so dearly, okay, that you cannot miss out on Christmas, but you are so sick, and you have taken 3 tests, and they are all positive, and you are hoping to God that that test comes up negative on the day of, but it doesn't. The greatest gift that you can give your family is to stay your ass at home, okay? FaceTime call them. Let them put a plate on your front door. Stay your ass at home. Don't be getting your whole family sick and keeping it a kitchen secret and not telling nobody that you're sick because you don't want to miss out on Christmas. Stay your ass at home and watch a Die Hard marathon. It ain't going to kill you to stay one Christmas at home so that you can save all these people from getting sick. Don't do that. That is rude. And that's seriously a serious rant of mine. That pisses me off. Don't do that. Okay, somebody said people who have no Christmas spirit. I agree with you, Riley. I agree with you 100%. That pisses me off, too. Okay, Christmas brag cards. Oh, my God. Okay, let me tell you about this. This is a funny story. I think I've actually shared this before in other videos. So the Christmas brag cards are like, hey, everybody, how are you guys doing? Well, me and Dawn have had another year of blissful marriage. Okay, when we know that that's totally a lie because they hate each other and, you know, you never see each other together and things like that. And so, then they say, she says, and Don just got promoted to blah, 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 blah. He's now the East Coast president, which means he'll be out of town 2 days more. He was already out of town. So, he'll be out of town 4 days a week, okay? Which means, because they can't stand each other, so he's out of town 4 days a week. Probably has some kind of, I don't know, 2 other families in 2 other towns or something like that are waiting for Dad to come over for Christmas, but he ain't gonna be there because he's with Judy, you know? And so then she's like, and our daughter, Jeannie, she's at Stanford and pledged Delta Gamma. We're so proud of her, and she's a 4.0. And Randy is at Notre Dame playing football this year, and he's only a freshman. And we're so excited. And little Julie, who's 6 years old, she is already professionally training to be in the Olympics for diving. At 6, right? And then she goes, well, we hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and another wonderful year. And then what kills me is when they sign it, the executive, okay? Or like president of the household or something like that, trying to be real cutesy. My mom one year, she said, I am so tired of these Christmas cards, okay, with everybody matching sweaters, acting like they're the most perfect family in the entire world. We got one of those sitting in the counter right now. I'm like, this is so sad, okay? That you done told everybody so many things about your life, okay? But then you put out this Christmas card and y'all are a match. I mean, listen, ain't nobody gonna figure out who I'm talking about because we've got 50 of these matching sweater Christmas cards, okay? They go in the trash. I open them, I show them to Alex, I go, you want it? He goes, no, I throw it in the trash. Thank you. You don't need to send me Christmas cards because I'm not gonna send you a Christmas card, okay? I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have the time or the energy. I love it. And I love when I get the Christmas cards from the vloggerinos and things like that, and I read them, you know, but like, I used to keep cards, I mean, for Christmas, birthdays, I kept them for years, right? And so one year, I was like going through all these Christmas, I mean, literally, I had like stacks of these cards, right? And I opened it, and it was this real lengthy, like, note in there about like, oh, I'm so glad that we became friends and stuff like that, and it was signed by somebody. I go, who is this person? I don't even know who this person was, but I'm keeping a card from somebody that I don't even know. No, don't, okay? Like, and I'm not, like, I'm being serious about that. But my mom, but no, I do truly appreciate all the Christmas cards I got, because it'll be fun for me to open. Doesn't anybody care if you throw your Christmas card in the trash? What do you want us to do? Frame it and keep it around the house for the next 10 years? It's not happening. It's not happening, okay? But my mother would get so bitter about those Christmas cards, you know? Like, you spend the entire 364 days of the year, okay, telling all your friends about how unhappy you are, and then you send out this Christmas card, and you think the first thing that people aren't looking at is, this is so phony and fake, because they've been telling everybody for the last 364 years how unhappy they are, but now you want to put out this Christmas card and act like everybody's happy, but you've been telling everybody in your life how unhappy you are. Why'd you do the Christmas card? You know, why didn't you just send everybody a $5 gift card to McDonald's? It would have saved you a lot of trouble. So anyway, my mom used to get so pissed back in the day when she would get these Christmas cards from these people that were like, oh, whatever, and the whole, like, Judy Smith, president of the family thing. My mom said one year she was going to put a Christmas card, and she was going to say, Peter's in treatment again, and I can't stop drinking, and the dog passed away. Merry Christmas. I was like, Mother, you are so bitter. You are so bitter, the house down boots. Okay. Somebody in a cameo yesterday said, can you wish my so-and-so a Merry Christmas? She loves your videos so much. And by the way, if you can throw in a Trisha Paytas or a Colleen Ballinger extra gift with purchase, that would mean so much. I got them in 4 times. Anyway, somebody said, I prefer people give me gift cards over things. I'm tired of clutter and stuff too. My cousin thinks that gift cards are so impersonal, but the thing is, my cousin Caroline buys really good Christmas presents, but most people don't. Most people, it's like a gift set or a sweatshirt that was on sale that's the completely wrong size, right? People always buy me the wrong sizes. I'm like, oh, like, and then you have to act excited, right? About this sweatshirt that is nothing that you would ever wear in a million years. And you know that it was on sale because they left the $4.99 tag on sale, final purchase, okay, on the shirt. And you hold it up and you go, oh, small. You think to yourself, I haven't been a small since 1974, okay? Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to try it. Put it on right now. Oh. No, I'm a little full from that. Put it on right now. No, I'm good. I'm good. And then you're like, there's no way I'm ever going to fit in this shirt, right? But then you feel bad. So you keep the shirt. You put it in your closet. So I just threw out 16 bags of clothes. Probably all of them were extra small shirts that people gave me for Christmas. Don't buy it. Don't give it to me, okay? Don't even buy me the bottle of Gina Tay. This whole video is a diss on Gina Tay. Somebody said Mariah Carey is... Why is all this hate on Mariah Carey, y'all? Somebody said Mariah Carey is fine, but it's too much. What's too much? Okay, so some of these are hilarious. People are talking about... Somebody said 90 Day Fiance Deep Dive. What the hell does that have to do with Christmas? Okay, what about 90 Day Fiance? I'm so ready for that show to be over anyway. People being rude to retail customers. People being rude to anybody. But yes, retail customers have to work their ass off. This is my thing. And have to refold all that shit after the store closes for people to come and wreck the store the next day. Listen, put things back where you found them. Okay, be a good citizen in the world. So anyway. Somebody said the music. I'm Jewish. The stores never have much Hanukkah stuff. Well, I'm sorry. They should, don't you think? They should have all kinds of music and celebrate all kinds of holidays and stuff like that in the stores. Okay, somebody said the stores. That's it, the stores. Somebody said hangovers. Well, somebody said, I'm not commenting on that one. Doing Secret Santa and getting someone you barely know. I'll tell you what pisses me off, and I've shared this before, okay? Is that back in the day when we would, like when I was working in treatment, we would always get a Secret Santa, right? And I would go, to the ends of the earth, like do scavenger hunts and little special notes, and every day buy them some kind of special candy. I knew everything about them, right? And then the last day I would do like some really special gift that they really wanted. I would get nothing, okay, for the 9 days leading up to Christmas. Everybody be like, oh my God, I love these almond Hershey Kisses. They got me a bag. How'd they know? You know, I'm like, because I told them, because I know everything about everybody I work with and all their likes and dislikes. And so I'm like, everybody else is getting something, right? Except for Peter. Peter never gets anything. And then on the last day, okay, I guess get some rose musk scented candle that they bought at the Dollar Tree. And I'm like, seriously? You should have just kept it, okay? Can somebody else pull me in a Secret Santa? Then the next year they ask, are we doing Secret Santas? I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing a Secret Santa. But you got to, right? Because you hope that you're going to get somebody else. But you know what you get at the end? A bottle of Gina Tay. Or a rose musk scented candle. Let's do one more. Somebody said... I can't stand that song either. Okay, somebody said... Got a lot of people talking about visiting with family with polarizing political views. I just don't, this is what kills me, right? Is when the people, this doesn't really happen in our family, but I've been to parties and things where this happens, right? It's always the dude that's had 15 too many whiskeys, right? And then you're like, oh, last night I was watching Single All the Way. I love that Christmas movie. And somebody else is like, oh my God, I love Die Hard. Do you like those Christmas movies? I love the Die Hard Christmas movies. Oh, and It's a Wonderful Life is one of my favorite Christmas movies too. Oh, you like It's a Wonderful Life. Do you like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then, you know, Troy over in the corner goes, well, I'll tell you what I think. After his 15th whiskey, right? He's stumbling over there at the cheese ball. I'll tell you what I think. We need to get this asshole out of office. And you're like, we were fucking talking about It's a Wonderful Life, okay? And then you can't shut them up. And then what do? You all sit there and you go, because you don't want to say anything that's going to be offensive or rude, right? Because guess what? You're in Troy's fucking house, okay? So you're trapped having to have this conversation. And then it don't matter if you agree or disagree with Troy. Because nothing at this point after 15 whiskeys that you say is going to be right, okay? And then one person in that group decides they're going to open their mouth and say something. Then them and Troy go at it, right? And then Troy finally goes like this. I've had it. Enough. You can leave. And then he goes and stumbles back to the recliner with his 16th whiskey, right? And sits down in the chair and goes, somebody turn on It's a Wonderful Life. No wonder nobody wants to be with their families at Christmas, my Lord. We don't have those kind of conversations at our family's Christmas, but I've been to them parties before. So if you want to see me do a follow-up Christmas rant, I got tons of rants. I can do this on the 26th, okay? So if you want to see that, let me know. If I have enough time tomorrow, I might do another one for Christmas Day, but I don't think that I'm going to have time tomorrow to do that, because I think I'm just going to spend the day with Alex watching movies and stuff like that. He hates Christmas movies. Merry Christmas, Alex. You're watching them all day with me. Anyway, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. If you want me to do another Christmas rant, I can do an after Christmas rant, okay? So let me know what all your Christmas rants are if you didn't get to it in here. Oh my God, my camera stopped. I was almost at the end. That's my rant. Okay. If you didn't get a chance to comment on my Instagram, why are you not following my Instagram, first of all? Okay, that's the gift that keeps on giving right there. Listen, Linda, right here, let me show you. Here's the gift that keeps on giving. Well, here's my shoes that I wore last night. Okay. Oh, here's me and my sister-in-law, Jessie. Don't we look so cute? Okay. Look, here's me and my sister-in-law, Liliana, dancing. See, you get to see all kinds of things at this. Here's me with Selena in the background. Okay. Here's all of us there at Christmas last night. We had so much fun. So anyway, you need to follow me on Instagram because it's the right thing to do. And because if you don't, okay, I'm calling Santa Claus. No gifts. I'm calling Santa Claus. Okay, back in the day, my Aunt Kathy. So my mom and my Aunt Kathy were very, very specific about handwritten thank you notes for gifts, okay? Somehow, my husband would get away with texting my Aunt Kathy, who he was very close with. So we would literally leave Christmas, and 5 minutes later, my husband would be texting my Aunt Kathy. Aunt Kathy, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for that. You were so nice. It was so good seeing you, blah, 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 whatever, right? So, of course, like a week later, I've sent no Christmas thank you notes out. I don't send thank you notes out. I never have. My mother would get so pissed about it, right? My mom and my aunt in high school, like with my grandmother went to prison, she would have them sit down at the dining room table, and they had to write down handwritten thank you notes to everybody for every holiday, everything they ever received, right? So my mom and my aunt were very weird about that. So my aunt would call me and she would say, Peter, it's Aunt Kathy. My cousin laughs because she's like, you do such a perfect impression of my mom. And she'd say, Peter, it's Aunt Kathy. I have not received your thank you card yet. And I'd be like, oh, Aunt Kathy, I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to get to it here in a couple days. She's like, no thank you notes mean no more Christmas presents. Even your husband texted me immediately after he left our house and thank you for the Christmas present. I go, Aunt Kathy, why is a text the same as a thank you note? Do not question me. Do not question me. Your husband has better manners than you do. Okay, I'll see you. Bye. Remember, if you want Christmas presents in the future, I must receive a thank you note. Goodbye. So anyway, but if you want me to do a follow-up Christmas rant, put it in the comment section below if you weren't able to put it on my Instagram story. If I don't hear from you guys, because I'll be too busy calling Santa with all your naughtiness at Christmas time. If I don't see you guys before Christmas, have the most magically amazing... Oh, well, I have a video coming up tomorrow on this channel. Have the most magically amazing Christmas in the entire world. If you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, have the best time of day. Have the best Sunday and Monday in the entire world. I'll see you on Tuesday. I love you guys so much.